How often do you watch the TV news and end up feeling totally disempowered? After all, a lot of huge numbers and scary ideas are thrown around in the climate change debate. Hi, I'm John Dee, and this is Tipping Point. With all the negative news, environmental volunteering is one way to at least feel that today I made a difference. When you make a walking track or fix a fence, you know it's going to be there, making a difference well into the future. Nursing a sick animal back to health, knowing it would die without you, you absolutely can't put a value on that. Australians on the whole are very enthusiastic volunteers. In 1989, Ian Kiernan encouraged 40,000 people to come out for Clean Up Sydney Harbour Day. It was so successful that Ian turned it into Clean Up Australia Day. In 2007, 8,000 tonnes of rubbish was collected by 1 million people, more than any similar event around the globe. Ian has even managed to take it international with the Clean Up the World campaign. So, if you want to get involved and do your bit, where do you start? Well, broadly, there are 3 methods. You can volunteer for a regular national event like Clean Up Australia or National Tree Day, which I started back in 1996 with Olivia Newton-John. Every year, over 300,000 people plant trees and shrubs that are native to their local community. Since the event started, more than 1 million Planet Ark volunteers have planted 12 million trees, giving us oxygen, repairing our environment, and creating food and shelter for our native wildlife. Now, you can also choose the place where you'd like to volunteer by contacting your local council about the groups and community services in your area who need help. Or contact organisations like Conservation Volunteers or Greening Australia for projects that are already underway at a place you want to go to. You can also look for a project that personally interests you. If you go to the Conservation Connect page at conservationvolunteers.com.au, you can search by specific activity. For instance, if beaches and islands or birds and wildlife are your thing, they'll have a project that's right up your street. You can also volunteer for a specialist organisation. For example, if you'd like to care for injured animals, why not volunteer for WIRES or the RSPCA? Now, links to all these organisations are on the Weather Channel website. So let's all do something really positive. Let's volunteer and make Australia a better place for future generations. I'm John Dee for the Weather Channel. See you next time. Hi, John Dee again. To find out more about this episode of Tipping Point, log on to weatherchannel.com.au.